Hmm. Hopefully everything should be up. So, okay. I didn't get much in the smart P2, so let's do tickets. Hmm. Let me try the blue button, blue button ritual and see if anything happens. Okay. Then, okay, servant, no. No. I don't think this is a possible. Okay. Okay. Loading. Please be servant instead of a CE. That would be helpful. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, okay. Please. Yes. She was my primary target, so I'm happy that I got her. Okay, nice. Okay, nice, nice. Another cactus. I only got the 4-star Cs from the female banner. I didn't get any from the male banner. Plus, I didn't get any of the 5-star Cs yet. Okay. This was 19. I got one copy of Summerbound. Let's see. Let's hear. Hmm.
へえ、あんまりにも呼び声がしつこいからいやいや来たけど、お前すっごい嬉しそうじゃん。
Yep.
その物欲しそうな目に免じて契約してやるよ。
Thank you.
私はプリテンダー、ケットクーミコケル。
Get the two make okay. Okay.
見ての通り、最新の巫女様だからな。今までみたいに気軽に話しかけるなよ。
Nice. Okay. Sure, I'll do another multi and that will be it. 120 and got the 4-star of the meal banner. Nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, favor. Suzuka. Hmm. I don't really have anything for this book, so that was such low chance for spook, but still I got that. Of course, one. Okay. Until the last ticket, and almost my funds are now done. Okay, another CE, nothing else. Sure, I got the one servant that I wanted the most, but other than that, I didn't really get anything else, so pretty sad that I didn't get anything else, so not even the 5-star CEs. But it is what it is, so I can, if I get 5 more Saint Quartz before the banner is gone, then I'll try the multi on this banner and see if I can get at least one copy of the 5-star Melusine or Zertoria. Any of those two would be fine, but I'll try on this banner. So anyways, I think that will be it from the gacha for me. So yeah. And now let's get back to the story. Before that, I'll level her up
ようこ
and
そ。
okay, sure.
強まってる強まってる。強ま
Okay. This is the librarian. Yep.
なんだよその顔。私がおとなしめの服着るのおかしい？最新の巫女は疲れるんだよ。だからたまには気を抜かないとやっていけないの。分かったら紅茶の用意しろ。お前の分も入れていいから。
Okay.
たたくそ相変わらずイライラす。でも忍耐忍耐。魔術で田舎妖精には負けられないからな。
Oh, she's talking about Castoria. Okay.
なんでもないなんにもない。でも特別な時間。こういう日が続けばいいのに。あ聞こえた。今聞いてた？く必殺の見かけるハンマーでここ1時間の記憶を消すしか。くそ相変わらいいの？強くなったらますます手がつけられなくなるんじゃない？
Okay. Sure.
私と呪いは切っても切れない関係だけど、呪いに振り回されるなんてダサかった。見ていてマスター。呪いを持って呪いを破る。それが今の私。神聖した妖精騎士トリスタンの姿をその目に焼き付けることね。見てろよ。妖精騎士はこの程度の器じゃない。私の怪我した一心は私の手で払ってやる。最新の巫女、雨の国の魔女の弟子、神聖した妖精騎士。いろいろ変わったけど、最後やっぱりこれにしよった。ねえ、そこの物好き、ちょっとビーチまで案内して。あれだけやりたい放題しておいて、 まだ一度も泳いでなかったからさ。青い海とか気持ち悪いけど、ま、おもちゃがいるなら楽しいかもだし。
Okay, leveled her up fully.
ありがとうマスター。おかげでまだまだ強くなれそう。
Nope.
そろそろクエストにも。
And before that,
我ながらいい調。
Suzuka goes in and before. And nothing goes. Gryffindor. Okay, I don't have enough dust. I'll definitely need to farm dust after the event is over. Okay. Okay, let's begin with the event. Last time we left off after the reset. We decided to go to the forest which was burning, so okay. Let's continue. Section 4. Hawaii Altoria's Secret Part 2. Gah, it's so hot out here. The sun's merciless. The Hawaiian Islands, especially the islands of Hawaii itself, are volcanic, so there are lots of wastelands created by magma flows. Some regions have especially large wastelands filled with volcanic rocks that are solid to look that are said to look like the surface of the moon. So this is one of the moony places, huh? Looks more like Mars to me. I don't see anything volcanic either. Indeed, this one seems more like a desert than anything. It reminds me of the wastelands near Las Vegas. I doubt any normal life form could stay here for very long. Hey, that's not fair. They there are water there are water reserves here and plenty of boundaries, boulders big enough to provide shade. Urban living makes servants so weak. I can't stand it. Hey, I actually like this wasteland a lot. You do? Well, it's good to hear then. Now that I look closely, he really is dressed for the heat. Anyway, we'll be at the woods soon. But don't expect things to cool down in there, okay? And let me know if you start feeling ill or exhausted. We can take a break and I'll even play some music for you. You are being awfully nice to him, Yarandu. What's your game? What could I hope to get from enslaving a single human? I am returning his courtesy. The anti-Servant Alliance ideology might be dangerous, but that's not Wade or Masha's fault, right? I can tell they are just helping the Alliance because they are too nice to refuse. It's also why they are not making any excuses for any of its members. Hmm, You are just an observer as her. Ob- you are just as observant as her, too, which is only more confusing. Well, never mind that. Is there anything we need to watch out for in the woods? And do you have any idea where Bhavan Sith might be hiding out? Bhavan Sith? Who's that? She means Mikosir, the enshrined deity priest's to name. Huh, I see. You are awfully knowledgeable, aren't you? Does that name mean anything I should know about? I believe it means woman fairy. Sith is a name for fairies in general. For example, there are also Celt Sith or cat fairies and True Sith or dog fairies. Another kind of female fairy is the Bean Sith or Bean Banshee. Banshees, as I think they are called nowadays. Oh, speaking of which, does your name have any special meaning, Yarandu? Of course it does. You know the Southern Cross, the red light shining in the night sky in this island. It is called Yarandu. Okay, interesting. Oh, the wooden stumps are charred. I thought Hawaiian forests were supposed to be more lush. Well, we made it to the woods, but it's. I can't believe what I'm seeing. The air is so dry and the sun is so strong. It's causing the trees to burn from inside out. No wonder forest fires are so frequent here. This is nothing like any forest we know. Yarandu, are these woods part of the nature preserve? A nature preserve. Yes, they are. They are unharmed, untamed Hawaii Arcturian woods that are only qualified personnel that only qualified personals are allowed to enter. As for why you need qualifications, here they come. Multiple hostiles incoming. Everyone, prepare for battle. Okay. Okay, someone already got her. I'll use. Hmm. I'll use this party. I should definitely MLB some of these CDs. Okay. This should work fine. I think Melusi's NP lags my phone, so hopefully it doesn't crash the game.
戦闘開始
Okay.
竜のドッグファイトを見せてあげるほんの少し工夫を
Inquisitor defend 6 and extend 3 turns of removable states. Recover HP, okay. For all allies, extend the 3 turns for removable status settlement. Immunity, okay.
決戦術式
Remove buff and debuff resist. Decrease crit rate, apply state where charge is decreased by 1 each turn, 2 times, okay? For 1 enemy. Increase NP gauge for your soul. NP strength, C stars, NP strength. NP strength for all allies, and this is NP strength for us, okay. NP gauge for all allies in enshrined deities anger state, and that is achieved through Mm-mm.
会場で戦いましょう。そうでなくっちゃ打ち漏らさない。法律的な解明はもっともっと見ていてお母様。仰せのままに市祭り最高、エース
Okay.
キャッチ。一緒に来て、もちろんくれてやる。
Oh, that's nice
あ
of
が
that.
ないの雨よ。スプライトノッカー。
Okay. Keep burning field.
キャビンで待っている。何が欲しいか当ててやるよ。完璧に。
Okay. Medicine should be. Yeah, it's AoE, so.
見えた。フェアリーコントロール。すぐに帰るよ。グッドハンティングフェアリー。君たちもこの名はメディシン。
Okay,
水の
the
乙女。長蘭ワーロンタイト。
good. Okay.
空も海も全部私に任せて。苦手なものなんて一つもないわ。
Okay, sunstones. Everything's on fire and we didn't even do anything. We gotta put this out. Come on, Lancelot. Aaron died this blaze. There will be no lighting just because the Lady of the Lake gave me my secret sword. Doesn't mean it can produce water. Artoria, you are a mage, right? Can't you conjure some water? Conjuring water is super advanced spell, so I don't think I'd be able to pull it off under duress. The fire keeps spreading. If we don't do something, it'll burn down the whole. Cover your eyes and get down, you fools, or you'll get blown away with the flames. Okay, Barghest probably. That voice fought with tension. As it may be, it is still like music to my ears. Whoever it belongs to must be a woman of impeccable beauty. Crouch immediately. Okay. Yep, Barghest. What an incredible blast of water. If I didn't knew better, I'd swear it came from a fire hose. It certainly did, and it seems to have quelled the flames. Allow me to express my heartful gratitude, my fairy. Yup, muscles. My fair and valiant lady, may I know your name? Alright, I'll tell you who I am. if only to stop you from causing trouble like this again. I am Bargist, captain of the UDK charged with protecting Hawaii Artorias forest. Also, I don't need your gratitude. Rescuing people from fire is all in a day's work for the UDA. Okay, we finally met someone other than the priestess. Okay, Western Forest. Bargist. Oh, wait, it's you. I suppose I did hear you would be arriving late. Well, no matter. The animals in these woods are on edge thanks to having lost their habitat to the forest fires. To say nothing of the magical energy leaking out from the night woods. Unless you have business here, I suggest you return to the city. Even the UDK cannot patrol the forest 24/7. So you are the captain of UDK. Is this one of those strong protect the weak things, high and mighty as ever I see? No shock there. For that matter, are you sure you should even be out here? I mean, how do you even maneuver all that bulk through the trees without knocking them over? Hmm, where is that voice coming from? Oh, the child of prophecy. You are so small that I couldn't see you down there. If you can't see me, that's your problem. And while I'm at it, you are not supposed to respond the one to one running joke with another running joke. Hello, August. I see you decided to come to the western part of the island. Indeed, I'm glad to see you are well, Marsh. You have been staying out in the eastern city, where the convention hall is, yes? I'm sure you have your hands full with the festival, but I hope you can still find the time to visit us out here now and then. You would be a great help in defending the woods from disasters, falling rocks, and the violent the destroyer kangaroos the destroyer has been whipping into a frenzy. Destroyer, violent kangaroos. Well, none of that sounds good. I thought the forest fires were the only problem here. Now, you are telling me you also have dangerous animals like that out here as well? Nocnaria. Nocnaria of the King clan? Now, you are on about that too. Does it mean Southern Cross in your language or something? No, it means Queen's Tomb. Hmm, I can't tell if I should take that as a bad omen or an honor. Well, more importantly, Pagis, was it? That was great. I have never seen a firefighter put out a blaze like that so quickly. With you on our side, we could deal with the enshrined deity, his priestess, and. No, wait. We should put out all the fires in the city in no time, too. You have got to come to the committee headquarters with me. We'll gladly hire you and the rest of the UDK. The only problem with that is, well, Bagists. Hell yeah. I have no intention of leaving the western area. Protecting this forest is half of my sworn duty. For that matter, I have no interest in this servant summer festival nonsense whatsoever. So I will not be setting so much as a single foot in the city of yours. Remember that. What about Bhavan Sith? Can you tell us anything about her? Her, yes, I can. It pains me to say this, but Bhavan Sith, Melusine, and I all came to this singularity for the same purpose. However, Bhavan Sith retreated to the night woods, and Melusine, I have no idea what she could be thinking. She is a fairy like me, and so surely her, so sure, so she can surely hear the voice coming from this island as clearly as I can. And yet, she chose to spend her days doing nothing but eating, sleeping, and lodging on the beach. She is disgrace to all Tamlins. The next time we fight, I will prove once again, once and for all, which of us is superior. Hey, keep it down, Baggy. You just scared off all the animals around here. Not to mention, you almost blew away Wade's eardrum. Ah, my apologies. I can't believe I let myself get so swept up in my emotions that I forgot the company I was in. At any rate, I take it you have business with Bhavansid. Then I must give you the same warning. Her hideout, the Night Woods, lies in the darkest depths of this forest. It is a holy land guarded by the local spirits, as well as the domain of two fearsome creatures. Even I am reluctant to speak their names. One is the destroyer of woods, worshipped by animals everywhere. The other is the dark fairy king, feared by animals everywhere. Okay. The presence of those two monsters would make any trip into the forest fatal for you. The destroyer of worlds, the dark fairy king. Oberon and hmm, destroyer of worlds. Those are some of the lamest names I've heard. Damn it. Does this mean we have even more suspects now? Of course, that may be the mood. May be a moot point, since you won't be able to enter the night woods even if you wished to. High Queen Morgan has put up a bounded field all around the area, around that area. The locals, the only ones who can freely pass through it, are the local wildlife and Bhavansit, the High Queen's heir. My fellow UDK members have told me that Bhavansit is causing trouble in the city. I could deal with her myself, but as a rule, Tamlin are not permitted to fight each other. If you wish to stop her, then do so yourselves. There are many other servants in the city, yes? Surely you can find at least one truly talented mage instead of a berserker who merely calls herself one. So I suggest you look to other comrades to break through the bounded field. Assuming, of course, that a mage capable of destroying one of High Queen Morgan's bounded field actually exists in proper human history. Hmm, someone strong enough. Hmm, can't probably break through the bounded field since Morgan was Morgan was the one to trap Merlin and Avalon. So, hmm, let's see who we take. Medea and Cersei, Summer, okay, Merlin, Taigong Wang. Just our luck that every last one of them turned us down. The rebound curse would kill me. I'm not familiar with this world's Fey language. I'd be terrified of what might happen later. The spell's lineage isn't like anything I've handled for that matter. It's the kind of spell that should never be broken anyway. This is probably from Merlin's. Since they gave us such definitive reasons for refusing, it doesn't feel like there is any further room for negotiations. Indeed, only Merlin refused because he didn't want to break the spell, not because he couldn't, or so he said. By now, this is certainly nothing new from him, but I find myself wondering just how serious he takes his duties. Interesting that Merlin didn't refuse that he can break it. So that's That's what you guys got up to in the western end of the island while I was busy running between clubs. It really doesn't seem fair that a priestess in an overgrown deity costume is protecting is being protected by the bounded field that not even mages from the age of gods can break. Hmm. Now what do we do? At this point I can't think of anyone else to ask either. Well, I can tell you now not to bother with asking my original. She'll only she's only good at crossing boundaries, not bounded fields. Okay, sure, she might act all easygoing and breezy, but she is a serious minded monster at heart. The kind who likes to put up her own bounded fields so she can hide behind them. Usually Himiko would be perfect for this situation, but her mirrors can't reflect a lot of light in those dark woods. Hello cat, it sounds like you know a lot about the Western Woods. I tried going there to beat Mikosir myself once, but I got so lost I couldn't tell my tail from a hole in the ground. Huh? Until the UDK found me. Okay. I still can't believe this cat couldn't even sneak her way into an enemy fortress. How the mighty have fallen. I guess I'll just have to ask the Daikokutin for tips in how they get around rat guards. Oh hello, I love your outfit. Are you one of the local idols? You seem like you'd be great at singing and dancing. Hey, good eye. Thanks, but you are about 2 years too late. Right now I am just everyone's favorite waitress. Woof. Okay, she's talking about the idol event that. Yeah, it's been 2 years since then. Oh, that aside, I'm surprised you are so willing to work with Master on getting rid of that false priestess. Cause last I heard, everyone allied with the alliance was supposed to be a target for banning. Wade has nothing to do with the alliance. Also, he's been very cooperative with the committee. Cat, Catastic. If you're if you have got your head on that straight, then I guess I can give you this special piece of advice. Since ancient times, there has been an expression too many people forget. Leave it to leave it to the experts. Every man has every man to his trade. Let the chef do the cooking, let the cat stay curious. Meaning, if you want to know about fairies, ask another fairy. Oh, and I don't mean this the hip hop dancer. After sunset, go to the beach. As long as you have an ice pop, he's sure to show up. Okay, probably talking about Oberon. Huh, I don't remember any fairies like that at the beach. Hey, yeah, I bet he knows something. Oh right, you weren't there last time, Artoria. Okay, so we are taking Oberon. Interesting. I think he should be able to break the bounded field. Okay, an item is unlocked. Ramune Ice Pop is now exchangeable. That's
南国リソースの獲得励んでいるようですね。合いそうだ。
okay. Oh, I think she was talking about that.
アイテム交換所にようこリソースのリソースのアイテムリソースアイテムアイテムアイテムアイテムアイテムリソースリソースの獲得
I missed that dialogue. Well, it's fine. Part 3. Just so we are clear, I totally didn't show up here because your ice pop lured me in. Still, I can't deny that I appreciate your generous gift. Don't mind if I do. Wow, the ice pop really worked. I can't believe that worked. Are you secretly a bee? Hey, there is not a better way to beat the heat than an ice pop, and I need to beat it if I'm going to stay alive. That's why I always try to stay shock, stocked up on them at all times. But do you know that a clerk in Hawaiian shirt told me at the last store I visited, I don't care if you are a king, I can't sell you anything on a tab. For that matter, if you are really a king, you wouldn't need to make a tab in the first place, right? I swear, the nerve of some people. How could you look at me and not see royalty? It's not like a fat wallet is the only thing that defines a king. Of course, that's not to say my pockets are pretty deep. I just like to use words instead of money where I can. Words instead of money. Anyway, what can I do for you today? I don't think anything changed since last time we grew. Oh, Veron, what do you think you are wearing? That's the hoodie I was originally going to wear in with my swimsuit. Okay. Do you have any idea how hard it was to choose a replacement after it suddenly went missing? I see. Sorry about that. I found it lying on the cafeteria and thought it was a Guardian uniform. The cafeteria, an unlikely shop. Ah, will. Even if you did find it there, you do you do know the right thing to do would have been to put it in the lost and found, didn't you? Sorry, I am the fairy king. It would be weirder for me to do the right thing by human standards. Still, I say all's well that ends well, wouldn't you? Wait, don't you think this outfit's much more summery? Oberon, when you are right. Mm-hmm. It's true. Hoodie would be wasted in Hawaii. I swear you two agree on the weirdest things sometime. Anyway, now that I have fully extorted, let's get down to business. What's got you slumped? I can see at least I can at least be a sounding board if nothing else. I see. So that's why you haven't been around here lately. You were off visiting the Western Forest. Hawaii Artorias were already dangerous enough. What what with all the fires constantly breaking out. But now there are two more dangerous figures known as the Destroyer of the Woods and the Dark Fairy King. There, huh? I wonder who came up with those names. Wait, are you sure these peoples even exist? They just seem like way too many enemies for one singularity. No, that much seems pretty certain. Vargas said they do, and she's been protecting the woods for a while now. Gotcha. Well, they are probably the enshrined deity priestess underlings or something. Anyway, you said you are looking for a way to get into nightly woods. Night woods. I'm surprised Morgan put up a bounded field around it. I thought I thought she only did it for that one hotel. Hmm, maybe she added this other one on later. You are right. This is Tuffy. I bet The more skilled, no, the more normal the mage, the harder time they'd have with it. Okay, what do you mean by that? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just thinking out loud here. Besides, even if I'm right, it wouldn't help solve the problem at all. There you see it. I knew there was no point in asking Oberon for help. Let's go back to hotel. I bet Marsh and others will have some much better ideas for. Yeah, if you're just trying to break or disable the bounded field, I don't think you are going to have much luck. But what if you befriend someone who could let it through without having to break it? So you are suggesting, you're saying we need to become fairies ourselves. Well, not so much actually becoming a fairy as much as make them think you're fairies, but yes. Try sparkling this pixie dust on yourselves when you enter the woods. It should confuse the bounded field into thinking you are friends long enough to let you cross it. Though, you know you should be able to make this stuff to Artoria. It's pretty elementary Merlin Magecraft after all. Unless you forget the unless you forgot the recipe. You don't say. I guess I was just too busy thinking of it myself. Then why don't you make the next batch? You are a mage, so you should be able to do at least that much. After all, the rest will be up to you guys. Let's see. Bernunos was it? If you can defeat that thing, you should. If only to stop it from setting the whole city on fire again. Anyway, I wish I could come along, but as you can see, I'm a busy guy. So instead, I'll just wish you good luck. I know I sure wouldn't want to set foot in Morgan's domain. This guy. See you later. Thanks, Oberon. He will probably be the Dark Fairy King. So, who could be the disaster? Okay. So, yeah, I can do another multi, so yeah, let's do that. Let's see if I can get anything. Okay. And this will be the last multi I do for quite a while. I think my next target was uh, the oh what's the name? The ruler Kenshin. So, but the Durga and the anniversary banner took too many quads to get the unit, so I delayed it too. I deleted that banner. So, okay, gold orbs, ruler. Okay, Bargast. Yep. So the next banner I'll be rolling is the Maholio collab banner. So yeah, it's still quite a ways off. It will probably be in March, I think. The banners. So yeah, and are fluid on my rules to win. This is currently the counter. I added one fifth. I added the just multi squats as well. So yeah, 150 quads, 20 tickets, and got one Somerset and one Bagest, and got spooked with Suzuka goes in. Okay.
Servant, Archer, UDK バーゲスト、召喚に応じ参上した。私は他の妖精騎士のように海だからと浮かれてはいない。バカンス気分は持ち込んでいないので、そのつもりで。その称号と服装はどういうだと？ UDK は森林を守護する組合の名で、甲冑はそのなんだ、南国ではさすがに無理があるので脱いだ。サイズも合わなくなってしまったし。
Okay. Okay, that will be it for my rolling for quite a while. So yeah. Now let's continue with the next section. Okay, another free quest unlocked. Section 5. Rain falling in the forest at night. So you are going to sprinkle this pixie dust stuff on yourselves to pretend to be friends of the forest. I'll pass. I don't think I could take that. What do you mean? Hiding who you are. That's just lying. As the head of the normalization committee, do you really think I could do something so underhanded? I don't mind when it's other people doing it, but personally, I can't stand lying or obfuscating. So much so that I'd rather just disappear. No kidding. I didn't know you were so earnest, Yarandu. Well, she is a committee head. That sort of thing is probably why people listen to her. Anyway, sounds like it's my turn to accompany you. Our group will consist of Big Brother Wade, Mush, Alcas, Lancelot, and me. Fine, I'll stay here and see if the city is being properly protected. And don't even think about trying to fight the enshrined deity. If you can just find out where Mikosir is hiding, that'll be more than enough. Alright, the Nightwood is just up ahead. Are you ready, Elgas? Castoria. Yes, of course. Alright, a little sprinkle of pixie dust and we should be good to go. It's night now, and the magical energy is far denser here. It seems this truly is a forest of spirits. Huh, don't you mean fairies? No, it doesn't. I don't. Fairies and spirits may seem the same, but they are not. For better and worse, fairies have human levels of intelligence and their residual magical energy can be dedicated to some degree, directed to some degree, directed as in it can be more easily shaped into magecraft and mystics. Things like bewilder people who enter, steal people who enters memories, and transform people who enter. Indeed, fairies make use of what we call mystics simply by existing. They don't have mages because they have no need for study magecraft in first place. No need to study magecraft in the first place. Spirits, on the other hand, are more supernatural things. They have neither good intentions nor ill. Regardless of how much magical energy they possess, it is no more than a thing that exists. As long as no one is misusing them for their own ends, they don't cause trouble like fairies do. So in this case, the one misusing them would be Mikosir, the enshrined deity priestess. That would explain how she's so absurdly strong even though she's dressed like something out of a kid's puppet show. No, Bhavan Sith isn't the one with that power. It's the monster she is with, Bernunus. Last I checked, Bhavan Sith can't do any magecraft stuff without Morgan's tools. Hang on, what was that? Did you guys hear that? Yes, I heard it. It sounded like something not of this world, or like it was crying out of agony. Crying in Wait, I think it's a ritual sacrifice. Miss Jaguar Mura uh, told us about them once. Jaguar Mura. Okay. If Mikosir truly is a priestess, then she may indeed be performing some manner of ritual. It could be a trap, but since we have no other leads, I think we should follow that sound and see where it is. Just be careful. Okay, boxing match. There are so many animals here and they are all dancing. I've never seen an animal headbang before, let alone several doing in sync. Okay, they are just dancing. Papo, per, mil, mako, mil, mai. Pope, upio. Definitely nippu. What tremendously hostile, and they are all too eager to make use of it in battle. Everyone, prepare for battle and stay sharp. These animals are far stronger than any foes we have yet faced. Okay. I don't think I have used for yet. So, yeah. And put her in the back line. Also, Bagast as well.
妖精騎士トリスタン出るぜ。見とれるなよマスター。小競り合いは決戦術式。ザ・パワー・オブ・ラー。早くそういうことだし。着実に輝けるバーバンシー。ナイスだ。 足を止め首を立つ。一緒に来て。ぐさっといこっか。整えてやるよ。くれてやる。血の海だね。そろそろ死ぬ。効率的に本の方を刺激で効率的に対面は
Okay, destroyer of the worlds, and who is him?
何が欲しいか当ててやるよ。
Okay, it's time to spin.
かわいそう。弱いっていいじゃん。誰も助けてくれないなんて。ミスター・フェイルマー
Oh, Santa Karma. Okay.
コーナー回ってゴールショー。勝利の代償にあなたの涙をひとしずく。
Okay, that's okay, no party. Man, so this is what it takes. What a true boxer is like. I guess it's going to take more than a 10 count to knock him out. Bow, defiant bow. What did you just call me? Oh no, the kangaroo just knocked Arthur Castoria's trumpet into the lake. You gotta be kidding me. The trumpet's unique. There is not another like it in the world. Mirub Omede Luminous. Is the shield gone too? Yikes, that one just knocked Masha's shield away. How do they know how to fight humans so well? What about you, Lancelot? Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. They knocked my weapon away a number of times as well, but I always caught it. I'm used to picking up my weapons after losing them after all. That's great, but things still aren't looking good for us. Oh? Is it Barbara? At ease, warriors of the forest. At ease. Today's ritual is over. Please exit through West Gate 1 in an ordinary fashion. Is this Summer Morgan, the Lady of the Lake version? We will hold tomorrow's ritual in the evening. Remember to bring your food offerings. People, people. They all disappeared into the forest. But wait, never mind that. That voice just came from the spring. Calm down. I am the spirit who lives in the spring, or something like that, at least. People call me the destroyer of the worlds. I take it you are the ones who dropped something into my spring. It hurt a lot. This is a grave matter indeed. Now answer me honestly. Don't worry, I won't get angry. Did you drop this gold trumpet or this silver trumpet? What happened to the shield? A horn. I'm sorry. Now that I look more closely, I see you still have your shield mash. No, your combat analysis was correct, Chloe. It's still it's still a very precious possession. I guess that means we drop them both, but will you give them back to us, spirit of the late spring? Very well. It seems time has come for me to reveal my form to the world. The form that made the animals of the forest true believers in the span of a single night. What? Uh, okay, sure. Let's just go with it. Thank you for coming to my ritual. Now please get out your wallets and don't be afraid to give till it hurts. Living on spring fish alone is no way to keep my bow fingers in shape. So I'm thinking today calls for a nice steak. Ah, uh, I'm sorry. Wait just a moment while I go and fetch the real Sir Tristan. Okay, new costume. Hmm. Thank goodness you finally found me. I always believed you would come. This makes all the time I spent hiding worthwhile. Well, I guess you were hiding yourself in one sense of the word. I know what you are all thinking. I understand your concerns, but I ask that you keep them to yourselves. You cannot expect common sense from Tristan. That is not how the mind of genius work. Yes, of course. Instead of panicking after we got separated, Sir Tristan bided his time by hiding out in the spring. That's not the kind of thing you can do without incredible fortitude and strength of mind. Amazing job as always, Sir Tristan. You think so? I can't quite believe it myself, but do you really think so? I'm glad you're okay. Now we just have to find Gawain and Suzuka. I see. So Sir Gawain was blasted away from the city just as I was. Well, since I ended up here in this forest, a place I have always considered home, I suspect Sir Gawain may have ended up in a place with similar meaning for him. I wonder where Suzuka could have ended up. She doesn't seem to be anywhere in a Waikiki. Although that recent light was strong enough to knock me out, it had no adverse physical effect whatsoever. So wherever Miss Suzuka is, I'm sure her inability to rendezvous with us is not a matter of harm having been done to her. Speaking of which, Tristan, why do you stay in this woods instead of trying to rendezvous with Master? The bounded field proved prevented me from leaving. All I could do was try to survive with no more than my heart. If Mikosir hadn't told me about this spring, I would probably still be fighting this forest warrior. Does that mean Mikosir helped you? She did. She introduced me to this spring where I can play my harp as loudly as I want without bothering anyone else. I take it your interest in her name that you came here to defeat her. Not necessarily. We mostly want to find out why she's attacking the city. Very well, I'll take you to her house. You needn't worry about the deity in question for now. It won't wake until the latter half of Servantfest. The latter half of Servantfest. Does that mean it only comes alive when the fever of fest reaches a certain point. Yes, that's correct. But you should ask Miko sir about that. Oh, one more question. Are you making a book this time as well? Yeah, we are. Well, not us so much as the clubs in the alliance, but still. Then there should be no problem. You have everything you need to defeat her. Follow me, I'll take you to the deepest reaches of the Nightwoods, the witch's forbidden domain. Okay, I think we'll probably see her in the library, reading books in our librarian outfit. Mm, the one scene we saw in the trailer, I think. Okay, let's continue. Um, that's Mikosir's base. That's not what I was expecting. It looks like a witch's house straight out of fairy tale. This is where Mikosir lives. Not exactly, the house doesn't belong to her. She's more watching it for its actual owner. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I hope it is not one of those giant mimics only pretending to be a house so it can eat people or something. Is there anything we should look out for after we go inside Tristan? Not especially. It's your typic, typical cozy home, aside perhaps from its location. And as luck would have it, it's tea time now too, so I doubt Mikosir will attack you, especially with me here. Alright then. Enshrined deity priestess, it's Tristan, Knight of the Round Table. I am coming in. Oh. Don't. How many times do I have to tell you daytime is my writing to. Huh? Huh? What the. What, what the hell are you doing trespassing in my territory? Do you want to die? Is that it? Fine. That can be arranged. Hold it, Mikosir. No, wait. During the day you go by Bhavansit, the rain witch, don't you? At any rate, these people are not your enemy. They are here to clear up this mutual misunderstanding. Please hear them out. For me, if nothing else, think of it as paying back, paying me back for all the stories of knighthood I have relegated you with each morning. Oh, buzz off. If anything, you piss me off even more than they do. I totally, I told you this was a witch's house, didn't I? And what do witches do to trespass? They cause them to, they curse them to hell and gone. That's what. You probably thought you could take me down easily without the enshrined deity here, but unfortunately for you, peasant, witches are invincible in their workshops. My magical energy is easily 100 times stronger in here, but I'm sure you knew that being mages yourself. Alright, I guess you wouldn't, seeing how you are just half-assed master and a hick fairy with delusions of magehood. Alright, fine. I was just thinking it was time I made my own gl- grimoire anyway. So I'm going to turn you all into stickers and use you to decorate my book's cover. Okay, we are fighting pretender, so alter ego or foreigner. I think foreigner. Nope, alter ego. Hmm. Hmm. Sure. Rain
デー
which
タは十分
Bhavans.
手玉に取って差し上げます。見ていてお母さん、効率的な反応はと意欲湧いてきた。この辺りがいいで、小ゼリオンはここまでです。イノベーションはじけ、そのように完全配慮よろしくて。血祭り最高。いかほど。もう呪いとか飽きちゃった。ザコ相手に憎いの嫌いになるのに。さあ解放してあげて。アンチカーズフェイルゾーンでキャッチ。目障りですね。その手があったか。マジカルハンマー。もったいないけど浮いた。早く血祭り最高。ところによる刃浮いた。後ろです。浮いた。血ね浮いた。痛いの耐えられる。
Okay.
スモーク
Nice.
静かにできない。浮いた。優しいアナジーで欲しいが当ててやるよ。ああ、かわいそう。弱いっていいじゃん。誰も助けてくれないのに。ミスターフェイルマート。やめて。浮いた。これで終わり？
Okay,
まだ爆
nice.
足りないけど。ま、帰ったらいくらでもできるか。
Bills. Last node of section 5. That was very difficult from when you're Miko sir. Not sure how to put this, but why was that so easy? I was just tired from all the drawing I have been doing, yeah. The witches of the forest of rain is usually the witch of the forest of rain is usually way stronger than this jerk face. Drawing, you mean this completely blank pages all over your disk? Huh? Did you seriously look at my disk without even asking? I knew you were just a hick, but I thought you at least had some manners. Seriously, did no one teach you the right from wrong growing up? You are being even ruder than Melusine right now. You know that? Oh yeah. I guess you are right. I'm sorry. I thought I might find some kind of evidence here, there. So Alkas is a detective right now. So she couldn't help herself. I'm sorry. I kind of saw those blank pages myself. Well, I guess it's not hard not to see them when you are already in here. The real problem isn't that you peeked at my desk. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. Well, I guess it's hard not to see them when you're already in here. The real problem isn't that you peeked at my desk, it is that you entered my house without permission. Alright, what are you doing here anyway? You came to get revenge after Bar- Bernunos handed you your asses. No, we are not here for revenge. We just want to talk. First off, we want to know why you have been attacking Servantvis. Yeah, what Marsh said. It sounds like the deity doesn't show up until Servantvis is halfway over. There is a reason for that, right? Well, if you already know that much, I guess there is no point in keeping the rest a secret. That's right. The deity awakens in response for the fever generated from the Servantvis attendees. That fever wind lures him over to the city where he goes on to squish the festival. The fever then lures him over to the city where he goes on to squish the festival. Hmm, does that mean this deity hates servant fists? No, he doesn't. He only squishes it because he suffers while it's going on. It's That's fine with me though. I love squishing people when they are enjoying themselves. Is there no way to stop the deity from doing that? If there was, I'd already be doing it. Why do you think I became his priestess in the first place? Oh, so you are doing this to help him? Of course not. I'm using him. As Miko said, it's never been easier to squish other servants like rats. So you just can't be honest with yourself, can you, Bhavan? The truth, the truth is, you don't actually want Bernunus to wake up, right? The more he burns the city, the more people hate him, and you don't like that, do you? Huh? Hey, using those eyes on me is no fair. Hmm. Well, I guess there is no one way to keep a Bernunus from going to the city. I just have to keep an eye on him in his cave. That's why you are here, right? Cause you want me to do that? Does that mean you can steal the deity away? Yeah, I can. But on one condition. You guys are making Dojin, right? Bring them to me on the sixth day. Let's see. 5 books should be good enough. But would be enough. With that much reference material, I'm sure I'll have no trouble making headway on my own draft. Oh. Well, this was quite the surprise development. I never would have guessed that the priestess would ask for Dojin. That is much more peaceful way to resolve this though. I think I see why she has been attacking Servant West now. She really does want to keep this deity safe, so but she also wants to keep putting off her deadline. Yeah, yeah. Bhavan Sid might act evil, but she is still still good at heart. Well, she is also genuinely mean, cruel, and short tempered. Anyway, we can definitely rule her out as the thief who stole the singularity from BB now. I'm glad you understand. I'm going to stay here and keep an eye on her. She did once go by my name after all, so I can't help but feel a sense of personal obligation. I see. You could pass through the bounded field as well thanks to the pixie dust, but if that's your choice, we'll respect it. Alright, now that that's settled, let's head back to the city. We have 3 finished books right now, so that just leaves 2 more. We'll have to make sure all 5 are ready to go by day 6 of Seven Fists. Okay. Let's see how long the other book makings are. Oh, will that be the second copy of Nocneria, or will that just be something we get from her? Anyways, two arrows and same here. Sure, let's start with this. A precipitation that teaches the importance of health one. What, you used to treat patients by having them drink fuse. Feng Shui. That's quite the unusual method. Tell me more. How much did you give them? How did you administer it? What disease did you treat with it? Ho ho ho. Of course, I'm happy to share. When you to my age, get to be my age, just meeting youngsters who want to hear what you have to say is enough to make your day. I can take notes, doctor. That would be great. Thanks. If this feng shui method turns out to be an effective form of treatment, we'll have to write it up in a proper report and share it with the rest of the medical world. Indeed, spreading correct medical information is why we are here, after all. Unfortunately, as far as our club activities go, we are still no better off than we were before. It doesn't matter how much medical information we collect if we don't have any chances to announce it. Hi everyone, hope you don't mind me stopping by. Pardon the intrusion everyone, I'm Mashkirielite, professional assistant, and this is... Nice to meet you. I am Artoria Caster, but please call me Arcas for short. So, oh, if it isn't Master and Mash, how nice of you to pay your humble club a visit, our humble club a visit. Unfortunately, as you probably know, our club is having some difficulties right now. Hmm. We put this club of medical professionals together because we thought making a dojo at Servant would be a good way to share valuable medical information with the world and promote the benefits of healthy living. I never thought things would turn out like this. It seems Servant is much less hospitable to freedom of expression than I was led to believe. Of course, innovative treatment methods have always faced pre persecution. I know that word, I have heard that word, but it's pre persecution, yeah, persecution. Faced persecution thanks to outdated societal norms. The interest of so uh, those in power. So this admittedly isn't anything new, but it's still disappointing. Please don't misunderstand. This isn't what Servant Fest used to be like. During the last one, everyone was so much more free and relaxed, and every day was like a festival. And with the sense of liberation that comes with being on tropical island, it really felt like anything was possible. I see. This singularity already seemed pretty liberating to me, but the last one must have been livelier. Oh no, in terms of liveliness, it is about the same. If anything, the singularity feels like it's even more extravagant. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have tried to compare them in terms of which was better. It makes perfect sense that things would change for a sequel. whether it's for a manga, a game, or anything else. The committee in charge of Hawaii Artoria may have stricter rules than Luluhawa, but that's just to ensure everyone's safety. The last festival may have been a little more chaotic than this one, but there are advantages and disadvantages to each. The only reason the Anti-Servant Fest Alliance to came about here is because they refused to accept the genre restriction, and now the Normalization Committee has recognized their grievance as illegitimate. If an alliance doujin gets a high enough ranking during the finale on day 7, they have agreed to rese- rescind that very restriction. That ridiculous wager, huh? I understand your point, but I thought I already told you that there is no way we can make a doujin under these conditions. I know, that's why we came to see you today. We found a solution. Oh, as you know, the only acceptable genre this year is Artoria. I know you may feel like that restriction is much too limiting, but it's too soon to give up. There's still there are still lots of hypotheticals to explore. There are basically infinite what ifs possibilities out there. Hmm, I see. So that is what you mean. You are saying we still have room to interpret this restriction in a way that suits our sensibilities. Perhaps we should have overly perhaps we should perhaps we have been overly focused on the word genre. Fine. Maybe we do have room to re-evaluate our treatment methods at this conference. In that case, why don't we start over and think about this problem again from the beginning? Now would seem an essential opportune time. Now would seem an especially opportune time to do so, seeing how Master and his compatriots weren't present for our first discussion. So, what kind of book were you all looking to make in the first place? We were going to make a manga about the importance of staying healthy. Things like children who don't brush their teeth regularly get cavities, but those who do keep all their teeth in good condition. Essentially, we wanted to make a book that would teach people how to take care of themselves just by reading it. I think I know the kind you mean. I can see a book like that in places like infirmary. However, when we were told the theme had to be all about Artorias, we decided there was no way we could make the kind of book we wanted and gave up. I love the idea of the book I helped create technique teaching people the values of good health. It sounded like a modern day manifesto, which is why I decided to join this club myself. So to be told that we can no longer make the kind of book we want, well, I don't know what to do about that. And what was your real purpose for joining Gramps? I was told that a great mage manga can touch people's heart and mind like nothing else. If that's true, that means this is a great way to practice a new kind of brainwash. I mean, way of influencing people. I knew it. Allow me to ask a more basic question so that we can more accurately ascertain our current symptoms. What is genre anyway? That's a good question. I think you could say that it's heart. It's a type of categorization. Though I suppose there are also situations where the word is synonymous with the subject matter or theme. Basically, whatever a work of art focus on determines the category it falls under. Something like that, I think. But themes are also something you can't see directly. You definitely don't see many books taking a page to explain exactly what its themes are. If a reader thinks a book is expressing a certain theme, then it is, regardless of what the creator originally intended. I see. So while themes certainly do exist, they are generally determined by what each individual consumer brings to the work. Hmm. I think you have touched on something very important in your question, Miss Nightingale. Miss Nightingale. Something that may just be what we need to get past this hurdle. Indeed, genre or theme may definitively exist, but that genre or theme is far more being set in stone. In which case, why don't you make a health focused book that committee can still interpret as being about Artoria? Hey, ha 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 ha. Uh, you're laughing about that, and a hearty laugh at that. What was so funny about that idea? Don't worry, Miss Dr. Asclepius is just having a mild episode. Okay, it will go away in its own in a short while, and if it doesn't, I'll nurse him back to healthy myself. Now, let's just wait and see what happens. Ha 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 ha. I see. So that's the ticket. In that case, I know exactly what I need to do. Hmm? What are you looking at me like that? And why did you take out the sharp and shiny looking knife? Wait, is that a scalpel? If you just want to show off your fancy blade, maybe you should talk to Muramasa instead. Uh, Asclepius is always funny. Oh, we are fighting her. Interesting.
治療に身軽さが必要ならそうするだろう。これが効くはずだ。これを飲む。すべきことは変わらん。開いた。逃がすか。開いた開いた。医術に夏休みはない。開いた開いた開いた。お大事にとは言っておこう。
Okay, so damn, I couldn't get a good hit in with my scalpel. And thank goodness for that. What the hell were you thinking? One more you are overcome with joy, and the next you are coming at me like we are mortal enemies. I didn't figure you for a combat nut like Melusine. I also think this merits an explanation. Yeah, show your roll, Doc. Slow your roll. I agree. Depending on your answer, I may have to place you under immediate medical observation. I think I get where you are coming from, but let's see what you have to say for yourself. Every con attendee on this island knows that Artoria is the only acceptable genre, which means for this summer, Artoria could end up becoming a common unit. Hmm? Oh, now I see. Hmm. Let me put it in. Let me put it to you this way. If I were to write a medical book on a particular kind of surgery, I'd probably use liters to describe the amount of blood we would need to keep on hand in the operation room. Oh, he's going there. Hmm, using Artoria for all the measurements. Interesting. Very morbid, I would say. I can't think of a word to describe this. Oh, I didn't realize there was cardias. Because liters are a unit for measuring volumes currently recognized around the world. If I had been summoned in Europe thousands years ago and wrote a similar book then, I'd surely use a different unit of measurement. And I'd probably use yet another one if I'd been summoned in Asia 2000 years ago. The unit itself isn't important. What's important is that whoever reads the book gets an accurate picture of how much blood is needed. Similarly, in this case, if Artoria is the common theme, that means we can use Artoria as a basic unit of measure. Good point. When treating patients, we usually work with ideal values for each individual. Instead, we typically take the values for a generic adult male and convert them into closest match for that patient. I see. So here on this island, you want to use Artoria as a yardstick that everyone will be familiar with. Okay. If you guys don't know what the yardstick is, it's basically a stick to measure 1 meter, which was used in Europe when meter was first recognized as a unit. I think so, if I'm not wrong. Exactly. We'll have everything in our manga but Artoria, including all the characters and the medical units. The committee shouldn't have an issue with that. It'll be a pain, but the values shown will still be correct once they are converted. So you are approaching this from a completely different angle now, huh? Yes, this should work. I don't see any problem with it. So when you attacked me with 100% good intentions, that's right. I'm going to use you as a base unit of measurement. I need to know everything about you. Not just your overall height and weight, but the length and the width of your individual body parts. How much blood you have, your shoe size. I had to ascertain all the data we would need to create an accurate representation for medical and health related manga. Hell, if I could, I'd ideally like to bisect you to get a really complete picture. You had to? No, you didn't. Look around. Everyone else is applauded by what you just said. Making doujin is supposed to be fun, right? Who'd want to make a boring old textbook? Wait, you're all keeping quiet not because you are appalled, but because you feel the exact same way he does? Come on, Mash. Wait, say something to these maniacs. Your logic is impermissible, Asclepius. Impeccable. I have to commend you for your incredible professional dedication. Hey, where did she go? Damn, she got away. Well, I can't blame her. Information just doesn't get more personal than this for a young lady. I was just about to put up a pounded field to keep her here too. She's certainly quick on her feet. What shall we do now? She's a talented caster, so it won't be easy to track her down. We already know. We already know we need to put out a book promoting healthy living and that we'll need Artoria to make it. We can't give up now. Fortunately, there is another way. Twins almost never reject transplant made from one to other. That should be more tuned for multiple versions of the same person. I see, so you mean there is more than one Artoria out there, remember? Now let's go make a house call on to one of them so we can get the data we need. Welcome to. Something tells me I'd better go with them. Yeah, would you mind if we came along with you for our own references? Hmm, good attitude. If I'm being honest, I think I'm going to need more assistance than just you, Master. But I wouldn't need all of you. Those of you staying behind, I'd like you to get things ready so that we can quickly incorporate the data into our draft once we have it. I can assist with the home visit. I will too. I could use the exercise for my own health. Then Paracelsus and I will stay behind and get our current draft ready for revisions. While we are at it, start artorializing the characters too. Change the energetic boy who wears shorts even in winter and has to wash his hands to keep cold away to Al. And make the girl with the sweet tooth who always gets scolded for forgetting to brush her teeth R3. Understood. I'll have the rough draft revised before you get back. Alright, let's get going. Just you wait, Castoria. By the time we are done with you, we'll have every last bit of your medical data in a chart. No patient can keep things hidden from their doctor. A word of grandfatherly advice. Maybe keep your scalpel hidden until you are close enough to use it. Okay, shenanigans. I just had a very bad feeling. Well, we found one. Lily. What's that supposed to mean? It almost sounds like you don't want us to find her. So this is the youngest Artoria, or at least the youngest looking one. I've checked records on all the Artorias. There are two main types, a base model and a mature model. And this one's physical data would seem to be in line with the base model we need. Oh, hello Dr. Servants. How can I help you? I heard you mention something about about physical data, but you should know I still have a long way to go as a sword fighter. So if you're looking to collect data on average saber class types, I'm afraid I won't be much help. No, it's not that. You see, now I understand. Well, I'm gonna get going then. I knew she was gonna run. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Wait, we can't publish a book without any data to use as base. You heard the doctor. Please try to understand. I do think your goal is admirable, but I just can't tell other people every last detail about my body. I'm sorry, but I swore a Camelot's oath to secrecy. Secrecy. Am I just running in circles? There we go. I never tried imitating Zhang Jue's Zhuge's Ki Men Dunza before. Okay, Juliang. Okay. But it looks like it worked out just fine. Talk about being prepared. Well, I knew there was a strong possibility she'd try to ditch us after all. Let's just say I haven't lived all these years for nothing. Ha ha ha. Now, if you wouldn't mind switching out that ribbon for this yellow one, that's not what we are here for. Oh right, I suppose not. Funi. Hmm. Hey, isn't that? Hmm. Grown up me alter. Even I'm not sure how to explain our relationship, but right now she's my only hope. Oh, I didn't expect to find another Arturia here. She's even wearing shorts like our. It's like she was made to help with our doujin. Very well then, I'll examine both of them down to the last millimeter. Didn't you say before that these Arturia girls are physically identical? If that's true, wouldn't we only need one of them? Data is crucial. You never have too much of it. The more the better, I'm sure. Murderous intent. No, it is not that, but it is greatly unnerving. I have never before felt such a threat that was completely devoid of malice. Be warned that my sword does not know restraint. I would keep your distance if I were you. Don't worry about restraint here. These people are after our personal information. If we let them have their way, they'll tell the whole world sensitive things like how many hamburgers you eat in a day. I think. I suppose I must commend it reckless bravery. Not even Merlin would dare to go that far. Even medicines can be ruinous when taken to excess. It seems I must bring the hammer of justice down on these demons in doctors, guys. Yay, thank you. But excessive eating isn't good for you either, you know? You should probably at least stop making every burger you get a double. Okay. Okay. My iron heart is coming down. I absolutely refuse. Saber Lily and Saber Alter.
これが効くはずだ。
容赦ないの。冷たいのが降るぞい。気をつけ。
すべきことは
多くの笑顔がありましたから。希望を示せカリバ
もっといたわんかい。
ー。どうでしょう。
何のつもりだ。
天の目にですよね。
Set maximum for yourself at the end of each turn. Okay. Normal defense up.
汗をかきたくない。
本格治療をあなたには治療が必要です。おとなしくして。本格治療を開始します。覚悟はよろしいでしょうか。 はい。
どんな愉快な少女。
滅菌防衛。
泣いても構わんぞ。
見るに耐えん。剣はねですね。
お大事にとは言っておく。
Okay. Damn, I was careless. I had no idea the hamburgers in Hawaii were so much bigger. When you have as much medical experience as I do, a quick physical exam, scalpel included, is enough to gather most of the data we need. All that's left now is to record it. Height 154 centimeters, weight 42 kilograms. Oh, right. Your earlier remark actually helped me realize something. It would be a good idea to include a section in our doujin on how many calories one should ideally eat in a day. But don't worry, the amount you eat will be listed as one arteria, and we'll just convert it to the amount that's appropriate for the average person. Of course, I can't yet see whether that number will be zero point 0.5 arterias or 100 arterias. Huh, that's that's how you're going to do this? So then my weight will also be that's right, your weight will also be listed as just one arteria, and that will be the standard other people's weight are measured against. Well, in that case, I guess it's okay. So they mean to use Lily's data on their base, not my own. Very well, I now understand what you demon doctors are trying to do, and I'm okay with it. Indeed, royalty has served as standard as a standard before, such as when an ancient king of Egypt hand's breadth was used as a unit of measurement. Yeah, and feet was also feet was also used as the measurement because of a king, if I remember correctly. I don't remember, was it in UK or another place in the Europe. Thinking about it in that way, using Arturia as a unit is not so strange either. Not to mention the whole island's port portmanteau of your name. Thinking about the island's name. Oh yeah, makes perfect sense. Thank you for your cooperation. We'll be sure to give you a copy of our doujin once it's finished. Fantastic. We have got all the data we need. Now we just need to go back and start drawing. Hehehe. If these committee fools think their cowardly restrictions can hold back the tide of medical progress, they are sorely mistaken. Wasn't this manga about the benefits of healthy living? The medical field has great deal to gain from sharing the importance of staying healthy with the public. But people don't understand that they were directly responsible for maintaining their health. They would never go see a doctor at all now, would they? That's why it's so important to bridge the gap between people, their health, and the medical profession. Wordlessly nodding along in assent. After all, how else am I going to get people to drink fushui become overcome with gratitude and feel like they owe me such a great debt that they have to do my every bidding? Ho 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 ho. What? This old man can't even keep quiet about his evil deeds. Okay.
エナドリ、カレー、ステーキ。彼女が思い描く原動力を形にしたものです。皆さんの感情がこれで綺麗になるのです。
Victoria Avalon was speaking. Interesting.
作家の皆さん、ステーキの差し入れで。このカレー食べると漫画完成したって。早く見に行こう。
Now
リ
here
ソー
I
スの獲得。南国歩いてる。リソースを集めて。
Okay. To be honest, I wasn't optimistic about our club's odds of success before we began in earnest, but I have been very impressed with the quality of everyone's work. Of course, I'm good at drawing. I couldn't operate if I wasn't good with my hands. The same is true for alchemy. One needs to be exceptionally careful when handling samples and and rearrange reagents. Even a few grains of spilled powder can have a major effect on experiment's result. I'm afraid I cannot contribute to the same degree as I am only a nurse. But fortunately, this unique medical procedure of manga creation is a group effort. As such, we'll need someone to oversee operations, maintain good hygiene, and manage schedules efficiently. So please allow me to fill those roles. I feel confident I can do so after attending editor Chloe's lecture. Be assured that I'll be paying extra close attention, especially with our newest Doctor edition. Yes, good point. He's definitely helpful to have around, but he's also someone we need to keep an eye on for numerous reasons. Who, me? What do you think? I'm going to cause some kind of trouble or something? Perish the thought. Don't worry, I know my way with a brush very well. Drawing manga is just like drawing patterns on a talisman. There you see, nothing to do. By the way, we are painting this in color, yes? Does that mean I can fill this in with yellow and call it a day? No, you can't. You are sticking strictly to black and white. That's no fun. This guy. Alright, we are done with the final draft. Oh, that's cute illustrations. Thank you for the refreshments, Master. They were a great help. You're welcome. How about the painter's schedule? Are we going printer's schedule? Are we going to have enough time? Not to worry, editor Chloe had them put aside a machine just for us. I must say her initiative and negotiation skills are easily as strong as an A-ranked noble phantasm. We should have no trouble getting a first-class version of our book printed even without a significant initial delay. Okay, I got the first batch of copies right here. Congratulations on job well done, everyone. Alright, here are some sample books. I took a quick look at them to make sure everything was okay, but I'd like you guys to do the same too. They're scheduled to begin printing for real in 30 minutes, so if you see any problems, let me know before then. Okay, that's all from me. I'm gonna go check on the other clubs. It's great to see Chloe in such high spirits. It looks like editing really agrees with her. The shades really add to the whole high-powered producer vibes. I really like her shade. She's been a big help with my reports too. Excuse me, but does she typically wear sunglasses? Oh yes, at least ever since we came here. I believe they help protect her eyes from the bright tropical sun. Oh, you are done. Great. Just great. We took care to respect your privacy. Read it for yourself. I will. Thank you very much. That's exactly why I'm here, in fact. Alright, let's see. So these two blondies that seem vaguely familiar are the main characters, huh? As for the story, make sure to brush your teeth every day, get regular checkups, chew your food well. Yep, everything seems to be up and up so far. I just hope it stays like this for the whole book. I think I might have gained too much weight. Maybe I should go on a diet. Tell me what I should do, Professor Hill. I can understand being concerned about your height, about your weight, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. Take a look at the list of average weights by age. That's it. You are not too heavy at all. Or what did you get here? When did you get here? This is only a list of averages. They aren't necessarily the best weight for a given person. My point is there is no need to be overly concerned with how you compare to the average. I would suggest just using it as a point of reference. Furthermore, dieting has its share of risk as well, especially exclusive dieting. So ideally you want to maintain a healthy weight for you that's neither too high nor too low. Huh. This is actually more entertaining than I thought it would be. I guess there is room for all kinds of educational manga. I didn't know the numbers like 0.8 artorias and 1.1 artorias are supposed to be. But I guess that is also helping to protect my privacy. Yes, exactly. It's perfect, no? I can tell you're making a real effort to educate people about the importance of health living too. Let's say it's still a little embarrassing to have my face used for the characters, but aside from that, I suppose this is fun. Hold it. What's this appendix for the last page? On the last page. That was close. I didn't think anyone else but me would have caught it. Appendix? Here, what's with this Artoria conversion table? 1 Artoria height equals to 154 centimeters. 1 Artoria weights equals to kilograms. Hell, you even have the total calories I consume in a day. What happened to protecting my privacy? Looks like the jig is up. We made this manga to promise the benefits of healthy living, although we had to change the genre to Artoria to get past the committee. If we didn't provide a way for readers to know what the numbers really meant, there'd be no point. So we decided to include them in the appendix at the very back of the book. It's technically just a bonus, so it shouldn't dilute the Artoria theme probably. And you really thought that was going to fly? Well, so much for that idea. I had a feeling things might turn out like this. Uh-oh, that's the smile she gets whenever she is about to unleash all hell. So here's what's going to happen. You are going to remove this appendix and revise the cover, measuring it, and then you'll be all done. Congratulations. Hang on, what do you think you are? Or I can burn your original draft and everything you used to make it to ash right here and now. Which would you prefer? My feet. Alright, you win. I'd rather that than start over. Nightingale. Let Chloe know we are going to revise the cover and the final page. Understood. And don't worry, Doctor. Even if readers don't know exactly what this numbers means, the book's educational content will still be valuable. I agree with that. I guess I can at least leave a way for motivated medical professionals to derive the conversion table themselves. If that's all I can do for now, then so be it. Alright, let's make this final revisions and then we'll be well and truly done. Good work everyone. Okay. Nice. Okay, I cute. Teach us secrets to health. So,
また一つ新しい
so
information
yeah,
見た
I think I'll end it here. I'll start tomorrow uh, with the with this one, the doggo one. So okay, thank you all for joining today. The rules weren't that great to be honest, but I still got my most wanted servant from this event. So yeah, it's fine. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll continue it tomorrow around the same time that the stream started. So yeah, thank you all for watching and see you guys then tomorrow. Bye.